It was an autumn afternoon. The sun played hide-and-seek behind the clouds. Amber leaves drifted from the trees like soft thoughts in the air. Fiamma and Luca walked hand in hand through a quiet field of pumpkins. The pumpkins were small and large, in many colors. They seemed to smile beneath the golden sky. Silent and round, they held ancient secrets. One pumpkin, larger than the others, slowly rolled toward the forest. It moved as if guided by a hidden wish. The children followed without speaking. Their steps were light, as if they were entering a story. They walked softly across the field. Ahead of them, they found something strange. A trail of pumpkins had rolled away, as if pushed by an invisible hand. Curiosity led them to the edge of the forest. The silence there felt deeper. The air smelled of moss and mystery. Then they saw it. A great pumpkin rested among branches and soft green moss. It had been carved with great care. It had become a small and perfect home. In front of the door stood a squirrel. Its eyes were gentle and bright. Its fur shone like bark touched by morning dew. The roof was made of woven leaves. The chimney was made of bark and smelled sweet. The squirrel watched the children with lively eyes. The pumpkin house was a world of its own. Firefly lanterns glowed softly. Leaf carpets covered the floor. The air smelled of resin and honey. At the center stood a bowl made of bark. Inside it was a golden liquid that pulsed like an ancient heart. When the children came closer, the squirrel spoke. "Welcome. This is my home. I built it with love to protect my family from the coming cold. This pumpkin grew under the blue moon. Inside live my family and our dream. We wish to help all living beings." The children promised to keep the secret. Each week they returned quietly. Their pockets were full of nuts, hazelnuts, chestnuts, and small gifts. When the snow fell, they made little paths through the white blanket. They left silent gifts at the pumpkin door. The squirrel watched from the window, full of gratitude. Each time, he left a small sign of thanks. A feather, a shining acorn, a leaf shaped like a heart. One evening, under a clear sky and a full moon, the squirrel invited them inside. The house was warm and glowing. Fireflies lived inside tiny glass lanterns. On a table made from a tree root stood a shining bowl. "It is the Moon Macerate," said the squirrel. "One drop lets you hear the language of trees. It lets you understand the song of the wind. It lets you see the dreams of animals." Fiamma and Luca tasted a drop. Their world changed. The forest began to speak. Leaves told stories. Foxes whispered poetry. Even stones shared their memories. From that day on, the world opened like a secret book. Trees told tales of distant times. Foxes spoke in verses. The stars felt closer. The children became guardians of hidden knowledge. They carried kindness and wonder wherever they went. But the greatest gift was something deeper. Each time they returned, the Moon Macerate helped them grow. Not only in body, but in heart. Many years later, they returned to the field. A new pumpkin had grown under the same blue moon. Inside lived a new family of squirrels waiting for them. Because magic born from the heart never ends. When it is nourished with love, it transforms. It renews itself. And it continues to tell stories. Again and again and again.